Thank you so much, Betsy. Both speakers have mentioned something that I just want to sort of clarify for everyone here, just so we're all clear on what the status is. The federal fiscal year ends September 30th, as was mentioned just a couple weeks from now. There has not been a single budget bill enacted for fiscal year 2009. So when this year ends, this fiscal year ends in a few weeks, Congress is going to have to figure out how it intends to fund the federal government going forward. Because of the election, because of politics, it's anticipated that no budget bills will in fact pass before the fiscal year begins, so that fiscal year 2009 will begin with a continuing resolution in place. There's every likelihood that that continuing resolution will be in effect until January. What a continuing resolution... March, you say? Oh, yeah. March. What a continuing resolution typically does is it will fund it'll fund the government at this year's funding level. So, for example, in the area of the justice assistance grants, that's actually bad news because the progress that had been made in those areas would have boosted funding. Both the House and Senate have indicated they would like to raise funding for that program. But if it's locked in at the 2008 level, it will be this reduced level for that program. But the other problem with the continuing resolution framework is that it can slow down the wheels of getting these grant funds out to states, because even though the agencies are told to operate at 08 levels, what they don't know is what's going to happen when Congress does do something in March. What will the level be? So it slows down the process. It makes it more challenging, and I'm sorry to say that that's just the reality that we're going to face this year. Our next speaker is Deborah Arnold, who's with the Maryland Governor's Office of Crime Control and Prevention.
See if I can do this in 7 minutes. Good morning. I'm Deborah Arnold, and I'm here today to show you the money. I'm from the Governor's Office of Crime Control and Prevention, one of the well-known state agencies administering federal and state funds. In 2007, we've invested $1.4 million in law enforcement technology, over $1 million in gang intelligence gathering, and $2.6 million under the Violence Against Women Act, and that's just to name a few. So I'm here today to show you the money. GOCCP is Maryland's one-stop shop for resources to improve public safety, and we have a mission. That mission is to empower Maryland citizens and public safety entities. Our role is to seek federal and state funds, then administer them for public safety, crime control, and prevention. Our role is also to promote and coordinate by building partnerships into grants. By building partnerships into grants. What grants? Well, I'm glad you asked. Grants such as gang intelligence gathering, domestic violence prevention, one of my passions, the community crime prevention programs. And one of our most important initiatives is partnership between Maryland and DC to share arrest information. This is new to us, and it's doing very well. That's partnership between Maryland and DC to build, to share arrest information. GOCCP has set priorities and values in security, integration, and accountability that focuses on data, on interoperability, data analysis, gun control, domestic violence prevention, drug courts, and community-oriented solutions. Under the direction of our new Executive Director, Kristen Mahoney, our office has taken a regional approach. What exactly does that mean? Well, I'm glad you asked again. Before the current administration, each manager focused solely on one specific funding stream, operating in silos. There were 3 or more calls from 3 or more people going out to agencies about different funding programs. Kristen Mahoney divided the state into 3 regions: Western, Central, and Eastern. By doing this, each jurisdiction now has one point of contact and the best fiscal department to cater to your needs in a customer-friendly way. Your point of contact and your fiscal specialist is familiar with all federal and state funding sources under our agency and will help you perform successfully. In my opening, I said, I'm here to show you the money. Well, here it is. Some of our federal grants consist of the BARM program, which is $500,000. This grant assists local law enforcement in acquiring protective armor for each police officer. BJAG, or JAG, $1.2 million. This grant allows state and local government to support a broad range of programs to prevent illegal drug activities, control violent crime, and improve the criminal justice system. CJAG is a $320,000 grant, federal grant. The Gun Violence Reduction Grant, $940,000, is designed to reduce firearms-related crime under the direction of the Ceasefire Council. And we cannot and will not forget the Juvenile Accountability Grants, all of which total $1.4 million. Some of our state grants include CSAFE. We all know CSAFE. Everybody knows a little bit about CSAFE. It used to be Hotspots. That is a $3 million grant. This grant funds community mobilization, prosecution, community policing, nuisance abatement, and drug and alcohol treatment programs. Our community service program is $600,000. DBUP, $200,000. This grant assists with data entry and service of protective orders by law enforcement agencies. MBOC is $1 million. And one of our newest additions, the School Bus Safety Enforcement Program, $500,000. So you see, GOCCP wants you to get connected so we can share the money. I encourage you to visit our website. I've given you a brief overview. Most of this information is in our annual report that's located on our web, www.goccp.org. It can also be downloaded. And I'm Deborah Arnold. I'm the Eastern Region Chief, and I would like to share some of the money with you. GOCCP's success is measured by subrecipient success. I look forward to speaking with you out in the, after this session if you have any questions, and thank you for this time.